Hey guys, welcome back. So in this lecture, we're going to be talking about swing highs and swing lows, the building blocks of market structure, where waves end, the structure begins. So in the last lecture, we talked about seeing markets as waves instead of individual candles. Now here's the question: how do we know when a wave ends? If I ask you, if I asked you to point to the highest point of this chart, okay, you'd probably pick the tallest candle, you know. Um, but what if I told you that's not always the swing high? Okay. So for instance, on this one, on this, uh, right now, this is the lowest point, right? So that's swing high. When we come here, that's the swing low. This is swing high point. This is not the highest point, but this is swing high point, right? Now, by the end of this lecture, you'll be able to identify swing points with mathematical precision, the same way professional traders do. And these are the building blocks of the market structure. Okay. So, what is a swing high? A swing high is is not just the highest candle you see. Okay, it's a peak where price reverses and gets confirmed by what happens after. Okay. And here's the mathematical definition. A swing high is a bar that's higher than X bars before it and higher than X bars after it. So if I come here, this is the highest point, and if I count one, two, three, this is highest point before five candles, highest point after five candles or two candles. Like we can. That's why it's X bars. Okay, it's a discretion that you can select either two or three. Okay. So this is the swing highest point. You can see the peak point. Confirmation is key, guys. So we don't know until price moves away. So see this peak here, and I'll actually use bar replay here to show you what I mean. So if I add candle there, you can see like after a couple of candles, then only we can know that okay, the swing high is formed. Okay, otherwise, like we are not sure, and that's why we need a confirmation. All right. So the standard that very simple that you can practice is 5 bars. So most traders use like 2 bars, 3 bars. We can. I'm just showing you the example 5 bars. So swing high will be higher than 5 bars before and after 5 bars, and swing low point will be lower than 5 bars before and after 5 bars. So that's how we mathematically confirm it. Okay. So if I come to this point, you can see this is the lowest before certain candle and this is the lowest after certain candle. And if I come here, you can see when I enable the wave, just I'm gonna add candle here. You see after certain candle, the up wave formed there. Okay, so that's how we are getting the confirmation. Okay, and this wave, it actually calculates mathematically with the automatic with average true range, so that we can be sure that like okay, when the wave completes, it's it has accounted all this true range. Okay, it's taking the average of the range of the candles before it. Okay, so now let's talk about what is a swing low. Same thing with swing lows. A swing low is a trough where price reverses upward. All right. So we talked about swing high there. I mean, like I was talking about swing low there, but yeah, you can actually reverse it for swing high. And yeah, so so in the example, I talked about swing low. Okay, guys. And so this bar needs to be lower than the 5 bars before it and lower than 5 bars after it. And once that's confirmed, we have a swing low. And same goes for the swing high as well. Higher than 5 bars, higher than 5 bars that comes after it. Okay. So once that's confirmed, we have swing low. All right. So swing points mark wave endings. Okay. And when the price moves in waves, and once we have like swing high or swing low points, that's actually a slight confirmation of the wave endings. Okay. And once the down wave completes, up wave starts. Once the up wave completes, down wave starts, and so on it goes. Okay. So these points create our structure. They tell us where the market made a decision. Okay. And I always use the rule of two bars. So now let me show you something really important, the rule of two bars. Okay. This is a principle professional traders use. You can break back one bar, but not two. Okay. So in an uptrend, you can have a pullback that goes below the previous bar. That's okay. But if price breaks below two bars back, that's a warning. The trend might be reversing. So if I come here, you see, as it going up, like when this candle closes below the two bar, we just close our trade and wait for the market to confirm upside move. And as we are in up wave, this is just a pullback. We see two candle above, boom, right? So this is how like we can use the rule of two bars. Okay. So it's not 100% reliable. It's about 60 to 70%, but it's a solid rule that keeps you on the right side of the trend most of the time. And this is where we place our stops as well. So in an uptrend, your stop loss goes at the low of the second bar back. In a downtrend, uh, it goes at the high of the second bar. So if I had entered long trade here, I will put my stop loss at the low of this two bar back. Okay. If I'm entering short trade here, I will put my stop loss at the high of the two bar or the swing highest point. Okay. So that's where my stop loss is gonna be. Um, I'll just select that as well, and I can copy here, there. Okay. So let me run through a few more examples so you can see this in action. Okay. So I'll just run the simulation, not faster. Let me just run it one candle at a time. Okay. So as soon as upwave completes, we're gonna, you know, take trade. So see, as the upwave completes, we can, if we are entering trade, we're gonna put our stop loss there. Okay. And let it run. So see, after this two candle closes, we can exit the trade, right? So this is how we can, you know, use stop loss and let the profit run. So once that completes, once the down wave starts, we can look for short trade to see as the down wave starts, we can actually, if we are entering short there, I'm gonna put my stop loss at the high of last two bar or the swing highest point, which is that. Okay, and let me run it to see. Now it went down. So this is how we protect. And if we are like trailing, then we can just trail our stop loss with the two candle back. Okay, in order to protect profit. All right. So when the market, takes up, like for instance here when it came down, our stop loss was here and we exited out there. So that's the, example. And we are not trying to predict, we are just waiting for confirmation. And that's the difference between guessing and trading. Okay. So now what makes this swing point so powerful is first they mark the end of the waves. Okay. And the powerful purposes of using the swing high swing point is that the first of all is that they mark the end of the waves, and that's how we know when to look for entries. Okay. Second, they create support and resistance levels. Every swing low becomes support, every swing high becomes resistance. So if I come here and if if on this swing low, if I take this as swing low, and you can actually use magnet tool. So whenever like I take this, I come here, it's just gonna snap to the lowest point. All right. And when I come here, I'll just click there. That's resistance. Okay. So I can come here, do that, and put here. So now I'll just run the simulation and you'll see how the market reacts. Well, first of all, when we had the resistance here, you see this swing high formed a resistance, market couldn't go up, and when it closes below, it's coming down, right? So let's see how it's gonna react. Okay, so there's two way that it can do. Okay, it basically close below. One of the scenario is like if it closes above this, then it's going up. But if it is just going down from there, then it's going down. There's like continuation of the wave, and I think it's gonna continue down. So let's see. So see, it pulled back there, and then it started going down, right? Again, pull back, and then it just keeps going down. Then it just reversed there. So it entered into this, you know, uh, structure. Now we can again plot our support here because we formed the new. And every, swing high, swing low that you see is basically creates your support and resistance points. Okay. And don't worry about these guys that we are doing manually. Once we apply these indicators, you won't have to do manually. Draw or draw lines, support or resistance, it will plot us the most significant support and resistance in the chart. So yeah, and as we saw that price respects those levels because the market remembers where it made decisions. Okay. Third is that they define trend direction. Higher swing highs, okay, higher swing lows, that's uptrend. Okay, lower swing highs and lower swing lows, that's downtrend. Simple, right? Now, fourth, they provide entry and exit points, and we buy at swing lows in an uptrend, and we sell at swing highs in a downtrend, and we exit when swing structure breaks. All right. So the uptrend staircase, we see higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. That's clear uptrend. The staircase we talked about in the last lecture. So if I come here, you see this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. That's forming a staircase. When we come here, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, it's forming, right? So that's your downtrend. And you can see this, okay? On the pullback, we can enter trade and take profit on the swing high. Okay, same goes for the downtrend staircase. Lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, right? Clear downtrend, stairs going down. All right, and so in an uptrend, price makes a swing low in an uptrend that's higher than the previous swing low, and that's a potential entry. Price makes a swing high in a downtrend, and if that's a lower than the previous high, so that's a potential entry for short trade. So for instance, check this out. It's making lower high, short trade, right? If it's making higher low, long trade there. Okay. So and we exit when the structure breaks. So if we had entered long here, as we are going up, right? If as the structure breaks, and it's not continuing, then we can just exit the trade, right? For instance, here if we had entered short there, okay, and as we are plotting, moving this line there, moving this line, right? Resistance, and as soon as it breaks, we just exit the trade, okay? And so key takeaways from this lecture is the mathematical definition that we have: swing high, swing low, or higher high, higher low, then 5 bars before and after, okay, in order to confirm either swing low point or swing high point. And we wait for confirmation. We don't predict. We wait for the price to move away and stay away. Rule of 2 bars that we discussed: can break 1 bar back, but not two, okay, which is 60 to 70% reliable. And four purposes of using swing points is they mark waves, they create support and resistance, they define trend, and provide entries. So it's pretty much packed into one tool, okay. So swing points are where the market makes decision. All right. So in the next lecture, I'm going to show you how this indicator plots the most important levels on your chart automatically, and no more manual drawing, no more guessing, everything calculated mathematically. And this is where it gets really powerful. So I'll see you there.